That's our camp, Storm Claudia, Dartmoor, November 2025. This may well be the last will and testament of Mick. So Max gets my MOD survival knife, and Kaz gets absolutely everything else, and she'll sort out anybody that I think's worthy, and my sons. Yeah, that's all right. There we go. So I've got out back a stove, got tarp in a plough point, big tarp. Me and Max are sat underneath that, nice and warm from the stove, and a nice little brew. These, if you've got a little stove, those are an absolute bleeding godsend, as Max will tell you.
Oh, game changer that is.
Yeah, brew whenever you want to brew. Simple. So I've got my swag there. The only downside with the site at the moment, it's a bit like the Somme. They do give you a wheelbarrow to get your kit down though.
To float down the river in.
Yeah. Max is in the Lavoo, and we'll have a walk down and have a look at the river. Got Storm Claudia, or Claudia, whichever way you want to pronounce it, is in. So that's how close we are to the river. The landowner has assured us that it's not flooded here in the 6 years he's lived here. Okay, this river is a free-flowing river, so it doesn't have anything to stop it or block it, pretty much all the way out to the sea. But we are monitoring it, and we're being very, very aware, because if you went into that tonight, you're in a world of hurt. So again, just having to be a bit careful, a bit sensible.
It's that wet. My bloody couch it's gone funny, look.
Oh God. Night one in the swag. So, very comfortable. The mattress is doing its job. I've got plenty of headroom. I was able to get up on my hands and knees earlier on, sort my admin out and that. Yeah, it's really, really comfortable. It really does the job. I feel safe, secure, warm, toasty. I've had to open the vent. You know, this is halfway through November. This is Storm Claudia. I've had to open the vent and get plenty of airflow. It's really quite warm. I'm liking it a lot. No sign of any moisture, condensation, or any other uncomfortable things. Would I be more comfy in a hammock? Well, you'll see on the main video, it would probably been a better choice to have the hammock, because the ground here is very soft and very wet. However, with the ground sheet down, yeah, it's working well. Anyhow, I'm going to read a bit more of my book, and I'm going to crash out. Catch you all in the morning. Mickey out. Excuse me now. I haven't had a coffee yet. So I've just woken up. It is just after 9. I had a cracking night's kit. Swag, dry as a bone. Absolutely fine and dandy. I'm good. Comfy. Brilliant night's kit. Could have got up an hour and a half, 2 hours ago, but I just went, you know what? I'm going back to sleep. And I did. It's, yeah, loving it. No sign of any moisture anywhere. So, yeah. Eyes, not complaints. Warm, comfy. I had to open up the flat there though. I did need to get a bit of fresh air in here last night, because it can get a little bit warm. Anyhow, I'm going to put some clothes on, get myself sorted. Yeah, catch out. Mickey out. Morning, Max. How are you feeling this morning?
Alright, mate.
We survived Storm Claudia.
Oh, didn't we just?
Didn't we just? That was a night, wasn't it? Right, so...
I'm glad I checked that river as well.
Yeah. So the ground beneath us is, yeah, it's mud. It's mud. Like Battlefield of the Somme. We're going to try and relocate to a drier spot in a bit. We'll have a breakfast. Obviously there's my swag, Max's tarp, Tarp over. We just basically covered the top. It was a storm. There was nothing you could do about it. It was torrential. Basically, if you opened anything for a few minutes, box, bag, or whatever, it got filled. Site itself, lovely, lovely. Like while camping, yep, probably going to be ideal. The river has dropped quite considerably. So last night you could not see the base of the trees there. So it's all good. Yeah, yeah, it's behaving quite nicely now. Fair bit of debris in it, but yeah, and obviously arriving after dark was a bit of a concern. Well, it was just on dusk, so it was a case of quick run round, feel with the feet, try and get set up, and unfortunately, yeah, it just got muddier and muddier and muddier. What can you do? Max's brew bitch this morning. There goes the tents. That's that. That's that. Mac and Rob down that way. I should probably dwindle down and see them in a bit. Yeah. Sort of a fair indication that this isn't the driest place you'll ever come across. It's not in November. But there we go. Yeah, I can't complain. Can't complain. We had a night. If it was here in the summer, it would probably be ideal. We see remnants left by other people. Little works of art. Little booby fairies. Shell nuts hanging from the trees. Yeah, lovely spot. I'll get the proper camera out and do a bit more filming in a bit. Yeah. So sorting out admin. That is the swag now sorted. Better ground here. Literally, all I did was move 25 feet, and it's made all the world of difference. Max is there. As you can see, we survived a hell of a storm last night, so the washing line's up, as it's got to be. Yeah, we've got the washing line up, and we are just going through our kit, doing an admin run, drying those things that need to dry out, sorting out. So tonight's plan is big tarp, which now belongs to Max, is going to go up over the lavoo, create a seating area and so on underneath it. The stove will come over to it because it's going to get down to cold temperatures tonight, and that gives Max's lavoo a chance to dry out a little bit more. Gives him a second area of protection. Yeah, and we're sorted. But yeah, I'm loving the swag. Any of you that are looking at doing vehicle adventures and you don't want to carry a tent, I would say the investment in the swag is worth its weight in gold. Yeah, the only thing I would say to ARB, I just wish it was another 2 to 3 inches taller. Just give me enough headroom to sit up in it. But hey, I ain't going to complain. It was good enough. It's just that everybody's got to watch me getting out of my grundies in the morning, putting my clothes on. Simple as.
That's right, I had to roll out of mine this morning.
You had to roll out of yours, did you? hey, Max, nothing like a good roll first thing in the morning. Oh, yeah. And as you can see here, ground's not too bad. It's what you would expect in a woodland. That's it. However, Mickey came in last night, and this area over here looked awesome, especially with the beautiful tree, and it was getting dark. And yeah, the ground here is softer than a soft thing in a soft place at a very soft time of day. So where I slept wasn't a problem. That's what it looked like originally. It looked like that, and then it turned into that. So yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare. But now, yeah, I think we're going to be sorted out. We're sorted tonight. It's not supposed to rain now. It's supposed to ease up. It's but the temperature is going to drop. So that is our preparation for tonight, is to be prepared just in case of rain. However, it's the cold we're looking at fighting tonight.
But did we die?
Hey?
But did we die?
Did we die? Max, my friend, my brother, my survivor of Storm Claudia, however you want to pronounce it, we made it through the night.
Yes, my friend.
That river's dropped 2 feet.
Probably 4 foot.
It's gone back to being a pretty looking clear running river, whereas last night, yeah, it was a little bit torrential. So, Max, we made it through the night, brother. Made it through the night.
We're here, mate. And tonight is gonna be
The night. Yeah, we're going to put the disco lights up in the trees. We got about 300 ravers coming in.
big rigs.
Big rigs, yeah, sound system. Way down in the distance there, you can just make out the TARPACH camp, which we'll go down and have a look at in a bit. Look it out. Yeah, so I've got the big tarp set up there. That's over Max's lavoo, give him a bit extra shelter and gives him a dry area for his kit outside it. That's Max's new stove, so his friend has made him that. He's just burnt that in today, so lovely little homemade stove. The river is there, and that was my concern last night. That has dropped 2 feet through the day, and there's no more rain due to come in, so that should be good. Drying kit, tarp. Mixed corner, which is a bit of a mess. I'll be swag, I've got to admit that. Do apologise, guys, this isn't my normal camp admin. But the site itself, it's not a bad little site. It would be okay in the summer, not so much this time of year or when you've got freak weather and storms coming in. That's the issue. The ground here is quite soft. It's natural, it's forested, so yeah, it was a bit soggy and it was, well, state of my boots, muddy to the extreme. The river itself is absolutely stunning and it's full of trout. In actual fact, I can see one just down there now. There's a trout sitting there facing upstream. So, yeah, absolutely beautiful. So we walk up on the TARPACH lads, who they sponsored this camp. So this is the TARPACH Buddy Buddy system. This is designed so that 2 guys could set up a simple poncho system, rig it, so that they can crash out together. As you see, they're on bed chairs, fishing bed chairs because of the weather. Now they came down 48 hours ago, so they've literally tested this kit throughout the storm. This is TARPACH quality testing and development for you. They brought the kit out, they basically sat through the storm, Storm Claudia, testing the kit under just ponchos. Right, this is how far they go with their gear. You want to see what they do when there's an avalanche or snow risk. But again, if they're going to supply it to you, they want to be confident that the kit does the job. So, here we go.
Mate, you might want to look at these internal ridge lines.
What, the new internal ridge lines? Oh, is that a hint? So, here you have the new internal ridge lines that they've developed. Ooh, so, ooh, look at this. Ooh, look at this, look at this. So this internal ridge line that TARPACH have set up.
That's the for going crossways. So
Yeah.
if you're set up diagonally,
Yeah.
that extension's the exact length to put the diagonal in.
Brilliant, brilliant. Look at that for development and testing. So these guys really put their effort and their nuts and their themselves where they say they're going to be. So something I did want to show you guys, there's been a bit of a development in their research and development organisation. So that is the old fixing or binding. So the lines were bound, glued and sealed, okay, but they've now gone over to a new system where they're spliced. And this is the splice system, and as you see, it's a lot tidier, smaller, it's more streamlined, and again in testing they found it stronger. So that's a splice system. And all they're using is 3x3 tarps, okay, 2 3x3 tarps facing one another on walking poles. Yeah, this is how you can do it.
Not in an ideal position either, mate.
Yeah, definitely not in an ideal position here. But if you want to test and develop your kit, it's the way to do it. Put your mouth where your money is, and these guys definitely do. Storm Claudia, oh, you should have heard the giggling last night. Inches and inches of rain, wind. There's 2 men over here laughing and shaking their fists at the skies and going, more, more, come on, beast it.
There's 2 other men over there screaming and shouting.
Yeah, it was, guys, I will tell you, it was a rough night here in Devon on Dartmoor. It was rough. The river came up 2 feet and it was severe. And these guys, dry, comfy, happy, relaxed. Yeah, so there we go, TARPACH. This is why I choose to recommend that company. That's why I'm happy to be part of their research and development team. And that's why I use their kit. Second to none. Used, tested, trialled by people that actually go out and do it, and not just somebody sitting in a boardroom thinking up fancy ideas.
Alright guys, alright, so quick interlude here. Now I must apologise, I'm learning to use this mic set, so it's not perfect. The mic volume and that, it was wet, it was miserable. I didn't want to faff around with it too much in the wet and the cold and the rest of it. And yeah, I moved the mic too far away from me, didn't have the settings quite right, but I'm learning. Hopefully you're still going to enjoy the video and get some pleasure from it. That was the TARPACH guys. They sponsored the camp and they were doing it because they were testing their gear. Storm Claudia was just something that happened, but proof is in the pudding. Could have packed up and gone home that first day, but no, we stayed there. And now these guys were also there. I was there for 2 days. Those guys were there 4 days, as was Max. So they saw the storm right from the beginning all the way through. Awesome kit, awesome testing. Yeah, absolutely love it. Let's get back into the video. And yes, you will notice I have moved. Yeah, in daylight, once it was all sorted, we were able to work out a spot for me to get my system in a bit dry, hence the camps changed round. Now things were getting better. Let's get back to it, guys.
Max is a fire moister tonight.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
One of my life passions.
it is a passion of yours, isn't it? Setting fire to things.
Love it.
So, gotta have a hobby, haven't you?
You never know till you give it a go, do you?
Oh, you never know, never know.
And if we didn't have a fire yesterday, it'd been fucking.
Oh, that would have been misery last night, isn't it? And again, little outbacker stove. There's no cover over it. We're not trapping any heat, but you can slip your feet under it. Your legs warm up, your feet warm up, and the golden rule is if your feet are warm, the rest of you tends to follow suit.
Yeah, same as your head.
Yeah, I mean tonight it is going to get cold. We know that for a fact. Temperature's already dropping, so basically we'll sit it out. I apologise to my darling wife because it was so hellacious yesterday. I have gone and picked myself up a very small pack of cigars, not the usual ones because I couldn't get them, funny enough. But I did get myself a pack of cigars, and I am now that the fire's lit and the day is drawing out, I am going to light myself a cigar and have a cigar as a bit of a reward for getting through the last 24 hours.
Just for being a legend, mate.
Oh, I don't know about a legend. Put it this way, I nearly bailed last night. It was that bad. I was like, do you know what? Do I want this? Do I need this at my age? But we stuck it out.
Yeah, but you didn't use here with your boy Max.
Oh, I wasn't going to leave my mate Max. How can I do a thing like that?
But yeah, I taught her how to use a ferro rod. She did it. Couple shots like did it.
Nice. Well, that wind's definitely changed direction.
Yeah.
Because last night it was blowing that way. Tonight it's blowing that way. Get my feet under there again.
Yeah, I can feel it just on my shins here.
It's nice, isn't it? Simple rewards. And this is the thing, isn't it? When you get out into the woods like this, the simple rewards of life suddenly become important.
Yeah.
Being dry, being warm, having food, having a warm drink. It's the little pleasures that become the essentials. Doesn't matter about what's on TV tonight. Doesn't matter that the tax man's doing this, that, or the other, or that we've got a budget coming up. You forget about that because your priorities are be warm, be dry, be comfortable. That's it. It's what it comes down to. And that's, for me, the reward of getting out here. Everything that is that day-to-day life, struggle, rat race, nightmare, goes away. And it comes back to the priorities of, I'm just feeling that warmth on my knees now. Oh, that is nice.
I know what that is. Because I put that fat wood in. Or a strip.
Oh yeah, the fat wood always will smoke. There's a lot of oil in it, but if you want something to get a bit of heat in there quick and get it going, a little bit of fat wood works wonders.
I've got a box, I think it's Mayan.
Yeah.
Fat wood or something, I can't remember what it is. And my missus says to me, well, why would you want to buy a whole box, a 20 kilo box? I said, that will last.
Years.
Yeah. That will last for 20 years, easy.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got a load of it at home and I basically just put it by for when I need it. Occasionally when I'm running courses and that, it's good to be able to take a little bit of fat wood. And sometimes just to give somebody a bit of fat wood who might not have fat wood in their area to practice shaving it and that, and perfecting their skills and their abilities. So, car camping, you know, as opposed to, or I can't really call this a car camp because we're what, good 100 metres from the car.
Yeah.
But it wasn't that much of a slog to get the ARB down here, to get the Outbacker stove down here, and the stoves are the saving grace. They're the heroes of this weekend.
Straight away, when this lit, I mean, it was going. I was like, yes, mate. Just that little bit, even though I was sat this far away from it, I thought that'd do me lovely.
Yeah, bit of radiant heat.
Was wet.
Well, this one's an Outbacker, so you can pick these up for about 80 quid.
Yeah.
The little box stove would have done just as well this weekend. However, I wanted something with longer legs.
I nearly, because I didn't get that stove until Wednesday, I nearly messaged you and say, look, can you bring your other stove?
Yeah.
Because, you know, it had no legs.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, he's done real well for a few days at work.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm happy with that. I think that suits my style. That's a unique little stove.
Are you going to run it in there?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, depending on how cold it gets.
Yeah.
Now I've got most of my gear out there. I've got a bit more room to actually
get yourself comfortable.
These are all sewn up.
Yeah.
So I don't know what.
You're going to have to open them back up, aren't you?
Or one.
Yeah, open one up, yeah.
But then I'll have to cut all the stitches out.
Then you need to make a spreader bar for it.
Yeah.
The other thing you could do with that now, actually, is get yourself a flap of canvas, cut a section out, and actually get yourself a stove jack. Stitch it into that, sew it into it, and actually make a flap for it.
An oval shaped one, shaped like an eye.
Yeah.
And you clip it. And
yeah.
Obviously, that opens up to the eye with that stove jack there.
Yeah.
And then I don't have to do nothing else. I'll just leave it set up there, and it's done. I think it's with Allen keys or something. I'm pretty good at fire, looking
at that. Yeah, let's face it, it's it's the first test of a survivalist from bushcrafter. Can you get a fire going? and not just in the good conditions,
Yeah.
in the bad as well, you know. And let's face it, last night I would say we were getting somewhere in the region of between 50 and 100 mils of rain last night,
Easily.
and you know, getting that fire going was I wouldn't say a struggle, but it wasn't first attempt job, was it?
Oh no, it took a couple. Because it kept wanting to go out, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it was like, oh, it's like, no, come
Well,
on.
as soon as you took something out of the bag, it was wet,
Mm,
and not just mild.
everything.
It was dripping. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that ARB. Let's talk about our swag. Okay, so that was a saving grace for me last night. So you've got all the vents in it, you've got airflow in it, you can adjust it easily. The heavy duty canvas, once I got into that last night, I did not notice the weather, and within the first 5 minutes I had to open a vent on the end. It was, the temperature just started building.
See, when I got in and I started trying to warm up my feet, I could hear you doing your vent.
Yeah.
Well, he's fucking toasting and warming there.
It was absolutely brilliant. You know, I've seen people using them in snow conditions and all sorts, and my confidence after last night in that is through the roof. Through the roof.
Max as though there was a little stove, his hammer box stove, drying his kit out. Nice. I'm sitting here with the Outbacker, and if you want to create a bit of ambience, shut the door, lift the top off. Yeah, a nice little flame licking through there. The little water heater here, the little round the chimney water heater, well, I wish I'd found those years ago, because me and Max are both in love with that. That's a 1.8 litre. I might invest in a 3 litre, because it's an absolute diamond. All the time your stove's going, you've got hot water. Take a cup out, put a cup in. Yeah, absolutely perfect. My feet are dried, my legs are warm, the temperature is dropping. It's dropping quite rapidly as well. But yeah, that little bit of flame licking out the top there, nice little bit of ambience in the campsite. Wonderful. Yeah, absolutely perfect. It's going to be a lovely night.
So we've got a little. I'm not going to show too much of the house, but we've got a little shower and toilet room here, which is absolutely lovely on location, Rob.
Yeah.
A bit slippy. So yeah, so you've got a toilet there. There's a microwave there and a kettle there, just in case. Water's here. Okay. WC, shower, okay. Nice, basic, clean, tidy. What more could you want? So there is 3 of those in this little room. So again, one of our plans last night is if the weather really got that bad that we had to bomb burst from down there with 4 guys sleeping on the floor. But it's absolutely lovely. They keep their chickens, which would please Caroline.
So that was it. Yeah, it was a great weekend. It had its trials and its tribulations, but we got through it. As you do with these sort of events, you take them hour by hour, minute by minute, and you get through it. It was a great weekend. It was a great test of the kit. The ARB swag, second to none. I mean, I love that. I was comfortable, warm, toasty, out of the environment. Max's Lavoo, did exactly what Lavoo's do. That heavy canvas kept him warm, kept him comfortable all through the night. The TARPACH lads, they were dry. They were toasty. I mean, they were in bivvy bags with sleeping bags, and as you saw, they were on the camp beds because they knew the ground would be wet. And the tarps work superbly. And their kit, again, as I keep saying about TARPACH, these lads actually use it. They test it, they use it. If it works for them, brilliant. The ridgeline they were showing, didn't get a chance to really explain it well on camera, but it comes as it's one piece, 2 setups. So it's designed for a 3x3 tarp. So it will go corner to corner diagonally if you're setting up a diamond pattern, and give you a ridge line, or it will go across the 3x3. That's why there's two sections to it. Absolutely brilliant, simple idea, great little bit of kit to have with your tarp so that you can set up that internal ridge line. Love it, absolutely brilliant. Other than that, the place was Ray Valley Camping, on Dartmoor, just up the road from Bobby Tracy. It is a nice little site for those of you that want to wild camp. It's not very big, and I would say at this time of year it's very, very, very damp. Through the summer months, probably a lot better, and it is quite wild. Okay, quite wild. I would say that much about it. Other than that, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. I do apologise about the sound quality. Again, I'm learning to use that mic. Give me a couple of sessions and I'll get it spot on. Anyhow, thank you very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, share would be nice. And join us on a Sunday night for our Sunday night social live stream, where you can ask us all sorts of questions and speak to people that are into the outdoors, bushcrafting, camping, so on, from all over the world. Yeah, big thank you to TARPACH. Big thank you to Max. Take it easy. This is Mickey. Love those you do, forgive those you don't. And as always, may peace and light be upon you all in this absolutely glorious world of ours. Till next time, Mickey out.